summertime, I really like my makeup matte, neutral, and quite easy. So this is the look that I created. It's realistic. I don't really like to go for a cream or liquid products except for my foundation. I feel like they really vanish throughout the day. So I went for only powders and kept it as matte as possible. So it's comfortable to wear and doesn't really get oily throughout the day. So if you want to see how this simple look is done, please keep watching. I'm starting with the primer. This one is by Zoeva in Pearl. And this will keep my eyeshadow in place even when it's hot. During the warm days, I don't really like to go for heavy eye makeup looks. So I tend to keep it very simple. I'm starting with this warm brown color by Inglot number 54 to warm up the crease. Now I'm taking this beautiful golden color by Inglot in number 8. And I'm applying this with my finger onto my eyelids. And I'm blending that out with my finger as well. Then I'm just gonna highlight underneath my brows with number 364 by Inglot, which is just a matte light yellow color. Use whatever matte color suits your skin tone. I'm just taking a little bit of the crease color and going over my eyelids just to warm up that gold a little bit and tone the yellowness a little bit down. Then I'm taking an angled brush and a matte black. This one is from the Sleek, the original palette. And I'm gonna go along the upper lash line. Don't start off with too much in one go, just build it up as you go. And I'm just blending that as I go because I want it to be a soft fade, nothing crazy harsh. And then I'm just going in with a black pencil. This one is Kohl and Contour by Bourjois, and just lining in between the lashes just to make them extra black at the base. I'm also going to go along the lower lash line with that black. Really soft, not a lot. I'm making it a little bit more darker along the upper lash line. And then I'm just gonna curl my lashes and apply mascara. You could apply falsies, but I'm just going to keep it a bit more natural with just mascara. Then I'm moving on to foundation, and I'm using a matte foundation. Now I actually have a dry skin, but in the summertime when you tend to sweat a little bit more and whatnot, I find that matte foundation work way better for me than dewy foundations. So I'm going to use this one by Lancôme. It's called Teint Idole Ultra 24 Hours. With a SPF of 15. Now if your foundation doesn't have any SPF, I would recommend applying a little bit of sunscreen before you put on your foundation, just to protect your skin from the sun. Then I'm just working that into the skin. I'm gonna go over that with a damp beauty blender just to press it into the skin a little bit more and get rid of any stripes or anything the brush has left. Now that is done, I'm just going to apply a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes because I feel like I need that extra coverage there. And I'm going to use the Studio Finish Concealer in NC42 by MAC. I'm not going to use a lot, just going to go underneath the eyes. Like so. And I'll just let that sit for a few minutes just so my skin absorbs the excess oil of this cream product, and it'll be easier to blend because it also warms up the product. So now I'm just gonna blend that out with my finger. Just gonna tap it. And because I haven't used that much of the cream concealer, it won't cake up. Then I'm just gonna take a dry beauty sponge and a MAC Prep+Prime powder in Neutralize. And I'm gonna set that concealer and really press that powder in. That way it won't budge during the day. Make sure it's not too much though. And I'm also gonna use this powder to set my T-zone and all the other parts I wanna highlight. Down the nose and then a little bit on my forehead. Above the upper lip, my chin. Because most of the time when you sweat, it tends to start in this area. And then just a little bit underneath my cheekbones. And then I'm setting the rest of my face with MAC's Select Sheer Press Powder. So just a little bit on the cheeks, around the mouth. Because even though it's a matte foundation, the powder will make sure it'll stay on for the rest of the day because it sets the foundation. Then I'm just applying mascara to the lower lash line. I'm also going to highlight the inner corners with Benefit's Highbrow Glow. Next, I'm applying a blush, and this is Dolce Vita by Nars. I'm gonna highlight my face with number 208 by Kiko, and I prefer using a powder for that because I feel like a liquid or a cream is gonna fade through the day because of the hot weather. I'm also going to take a little bit down the nose. Now this is actually a golden eyeshadow, but I really love it as a highlight. I think it looks great. And on my Cupid's bow. Then for my lip color, I'm gonna go in with Absolutely Lit by MAC, because I usually like my lip color matte in the summertime, because when it gets really warm, you don't really want that, you know, that creamy lipstick to go everywhere, and matte usually stays where it is. I'm just gonna line my lips and fill them in. And then I'm just gonna take Mehr, also a matte lipstick by MAC. Then I'm just going over my face with this Charged Water by MAC. A little bit, not too much. This will bring back a little bit of that moisture.